My name is Kermit the Frog. Yes, I am related to Hermit the Frog, the blogger who had a rather unpleasant experience with a file called $1.wav. I am his brother. I am the father of 3 kids, and I have a wife whose name is Miss Piggy. I live in Cincinnati, the swamp. I'm here to tell you about a rather disturbing experience I had involving a used camcorder I got off of eBay. It's strange. Both me and John's problems happened when we bought something off of eBay. Anywho, on with my story. So me and my family were planning a vacation, and we wanted to capture our trip on tape, as well as taking some photos. Unfortunately, our video camera was broken, so we had to either get a new one or just take photos instead. So I went to eBay to see if anyone was selling a camcorder. Well, long story short, I found one. I bid on it, and I won. A few days later, I received a small package which had the camcorder in it. I opened it up and took the camcorder out. End of part 1. Jesus Christ. That's a creepy looking picture.
Which one?
The one with the little girl.
Oh yeah, that's pretty creepy.
Yeah. Like I wasn't expecting you. It was your typical camcorder with the little small screen on it and such. It had some blank Sony camcorder tapes, so I opened up the camcorder to put one inside. To my surprise, however, there was already tape inside, so I assumed that was the one. It was one that the previous owner forgot to take out. It was a used camcorder, by the way. I hope nothing important was on it. Otherwise, they'd be pretty upset about losing it. I took the tape out and looked at it. There was a piece of yellow masking tape stuck on the front, labeled with the black Sharpie 2006. Just 2006. And nothing else. I decided to play with my tape, just to see what was on it. So I put the tape back inside the camcorder, and hooked the camcorder up to my TV, and I started watching the TV. I rewound the tape, but it was already at the beginning. So I did the usual crap to play a tape from your camcorder on your TV. The tape started about 10 seconds of a blank blue screen. Then it cut to someone filming a school playground on a cloudy day. Kids ran around and played, but whoever was filming seemed to just be interested in one of them, a little girl, probably around 5 years old, with pale skin, brown hair, and brown eyes, and wearing a yellow coat. Whoever was filming seemed to be following her and watching her play. Sometimes the person filming would talk to the girl, and it was a man's voice. He called the girl Alice, and I assumed the person filming was the girl's father. I assumed it must have been some recording of her last day of school or something. So, if that was a recording of the cameraman's daughter the last day of school, it must have been important to him. I felt bad for him, losing something this precious, but I had little time to ponder that, because suddenly a very loud droning buzzing sound burst from the speakers, scaring the living fecal matter out of me. The scenery had changed. It was now nighttime, and the school was deserted, except for the girl. All while the ear-piercing buzz continued to sound from the TV speakers as I plugged my ears. The girl was turned away from the camera, so I couldn't see her face. Just stood there, motionless, as she turned to face the camera. And what I saw, well, I didn't see that one coming. I never realized what a number that does on your voice. Alright, part 3. The girl's eyeballs were gone. Just dark, empty sockets where they should have been. There wasn't blood or anything. Their eyeballs were literally just gone. Her mouth was drooling some kind of disgusting green slime. They're racist. Because they don't like the green slime.
Skull her.
They're gonna suck on my green slime. What was that? Not like it was cut off. And her nose was gone. Not like it was cut off, but just not there. Just plain skin where it should have been. Think of Patrick from SpongeBob, or Voldemort from Harry Potter. You get the idea. Jesus Christ. I swear to God, if there's another picture.
Oh my god, what is going on the screen?
Hey, Christian, can you go ahead, Storm, can you tell him, if there's another picture? 'Cause if there is, I'm not reading it.
I don't know. I haven't read this
Nope,
story.
there's not.
There's not? If you're lying to me, I'm gonna punch you right in your ovary.
I've never read the story. I don't know. This is all going up on YouTube, though. I know that for sure.
It is?
Yes.
Why do you insist on, like, what do you
I don't know, I can watch really scary movies, but I can't, like, look at, semi-scary pictures.
I mean, like what's on the stream right now.
Good lord.
Stop.
But like the one picture of that little girl, I can't look at that. But
Just
okay.
continue the story.
All right, hold on. I gotta find.
Oh, God.
The scene burst into static. The buzzing noise stopped, but you could hear the sound of knives slicing against flesh and blood-curdling screams.
Screams.
Then the scene returned, and the girl was hung by a swing in the swing set, with
Damn.
several nasty wounds around her body and a bloody knife laying on the ground below her. Her eyeballs were still gone, and her mouth still dripped the weird green slime. Racist. And she still had no nose. The tape was silent, no loud buzzing or anything, just silence as the girl dangled around. Heart pounding so hard it threatened to burst. Scared out of my mind because of the sudden buzzing sound, and to a lesser degree, the disturbing footage that accompanied it. I sprinted over to the TV and shut it off. I ejected the tape from the camcorder, shut the camcorder off, and unhooked it from the TV. I took the hammer and smashed the tape into tiny pieces, breathing heavily, still not sure of what the heck just happened.
What is
I
the point of
sat back.
smashing the tape?
What? Nah, my bad. When I talk real fast, I tend to mispronounce words. I smashed the tape into tiny pieces, breathing heavily, still not sure what the heck just happened. I sat back down on the couch, just stayed there for a while, staring at the blank TV screen. After I finally calmed down, Miss Piggy came home from the grocery store. I helped her bring the groceries in. I didn't tell her about the tape, because she'd think I was going insane. I'm scrolling down. The dream I had that night was not pleasant. I was in a dark hallway. My throat. It felt like someone was repeatedly flicking my Adam's apple. I'm not lying. That's what it actually says.
Look at the stream. Dude, look at the stream.
That loud buzzing from the tape played non-stop. It wasn't coming from any direction. It was just there, in my ears. As if I was wearing headphones and the sound was playing on them. I was scared out of my mind. I wanted desperately to get out, to go home. To be in the comfort of my bed. I tried crying for help, but no matter how hard I tried, no sound would come out. Suddenly I felt the urge to vomit. Not having a bucket or a toilet nearby, I puked on the floor. But instead of puke, I hurled up a small Sony videotape with masking tape on the front labeled 2006 in black Sharpie.
Dude, that is the worst kind of throw up.
Then the tape morphed into a girl.
What the
No, not just any girl. The girl from the tape. Her eyeballs were gone. Her mouth oozed green slime. And she had no nose. She slowly walked down the hallway. For some reason I followed. All the while the awful buzzing kept playing. Someone was flicking his Adam's apple and he had to puke. I wonder what that was.
Oh god.
She led me down the hallway. I realized where I was. I was in an elementary school. Kids' drawings and other fine art were on the walls. Posters saying, "Vote Josh for school president." We were everywhere. And watching that one Pearl Jam video of Even Flow let me know Josh couldn't do anything. You get the idea. She led me down to an open door and into the playground. It was the very same playground from the tape. And a man was there, holding a camcorder, recording us. But not just any camcorder. The very same camcorder I had gotten off of eBay. He just stood there. Wait, where am I at? Hold on.
You're at your
He just
face.
stood there, recording us. The girl led me over to a swing set. She had pulled a knife out of her pocket. My body then became frozen in place. I couldn't move my eyes. Suddenly, I couldn't move my head. I was forced to watch in horror as the girl sliced herself up with a knife, giving herself the same wounds in the video. The buzzing sound stopped, but replaced with the girl's blood-curdling screams of agony.
No.
Then she put her neck into one of the swings, as if it were a noose. And then the swing pulled upon its own accord, killing the girl. The girl dangled from the apostrophe noose, just like in the video. After a few moments, I could move my body again. I sprinted over to the man holding the camcorder. He just looked at me and smiled. "That's my girl," he said. "I'm so proud." I jolted with heart pounding.
No,
My head sweaty.
No, I did not.
I was breathing heavily. Ginny lay next to me, apparently still asleep. As I sat there for a while, I finally calmed down, lay back down in bed and closed my eyes. I couldn't fall back to sleep. Tossing and turning, I finally woke up. Miss Piggy, and she got mad and went to sleep on the sofa. She opened the door, but then she froze. She just stood there. I could see her hands trembling. I asked her what the matter was. She just pointed a trembling finger out the door. I got out the door and looked where she was pointing. My blood ran cold. There was a hallway outside the door going out the living room where the TV was. From down the hall I could see the TV was on and the little girl's face, missing eyeballs and all. Then I realized that the TV was in the corner of the room and I could not see from where I was. My sleep-deprived brain mistook what I saw as the TV, but it wasn't the TV. It was the window. And that's it. That's it.